watches. So they're gonna tell you, go ahead and start. You're gonna start. Open the box. Okay. Always make sure you close your box, because if you leave it open, that's considered unsanitary, and you always have to keep it closed. You can put your bag on top of your box, because that's sanitary. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna take out my trash bag first. I recommend that you have it ready so you're not fighting with the trash bag in there, and it's just easy. Set up on the ground. Okay? Then you're gonna have your water, your disinfectant, your paper towels right in here. Okay, so for here, let's say I go or I rip off, you have two options. You have a paper towel roll that you can put out, you rip off, or you can have a bag, a Ziploc bag of napkins, but every time you open that Ziploc bag, you need to make sure that you close it, because every time you leave it open, it's considered not sanitary. So before I put anything down this station needs to be sanitized, okay? So, have that, I'm gonna sanitize my hands. Extras bag. If you take an extras bag, you're able to take an extras bag, and it says pre-sanitized implements and it's labeled extra. This has to be in your pre-examined setup and disinfection bag in order for you to have this out. You can't have it in your box and then later try and reach for it, okay? So I'm done with this bag. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna throw it away, okay? My handle's close to the trash. I'm gonna sanitize again. I'm gonna go back into my box. I'm gonna get my mannequin head. The reason I'm getting my mannequin head and I'm closing my box is because they're going to check for markings on your mannequin head, okay? So I'm gonna put it here. For argument purposes, I'm gonna put this on the side so you guys are able to see this better, okay? Here, everything's set up, we're good. I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna raise my hand, okay? So that's our pre-exam setup. Now you're gonna go into your next one. That's gonna be your cleansing service. So you're gonna go, you're gonna say begin, you're gonna open your box. I'm gonna get my skin cleansing. Oh, what did I forget?
To sanitize.
I sure did. I tell you, set up. Mm-hmm. We're gonna sanitize our hands. And I'm glad I did that actually, because that is something that a lot of people do in the pre-exam, the mini board, when we take our test. And it's because everybody thinks because we sanitized already our station, we can go straight to the box. The reason we always sanitize our hands, disinfect our station, and then sanitize our hands again in the beginning of every service is because we're treating every service like it's the first service being done on a client, right? So we're not just gonna go straight to work even though we sanitized yesterday on our last client, right? We gotta sanitize again. Okay, so I sanitize my hands. Sanitize my station.
So you'll sanitize it again once you're gonna start the other one?
Every time I start a new module, you're gonna start and you're gonna finish with hand sanitation and disinfecting your station. So because I just sanitized my station, I sanitize my hands again before I go into that box. Now I can open the box, take my bag out, close it. Now I have a clean surface area that I can lay everything on top of. Does that make sense? So I have my cotton rounds, I have my stick, I have my SD wipes. I have my makeup remover, my cleanser, my headband, and my towel, okay? We're done with that. Fold it in half, get the air out, toss it, and then sanitize again. Okay, now we're gonna get Miss Felicia over here already. Okay? Felicia. So what I like to do, bless you.
Thank you.
Is I like to get her ready by getting our white towel, and I'm actually gonna fold it in half. I'm gonna put it here under her neck, right? Like we're dressing her, but I'm gonna tuck it under. This is gonna help her not move, okay? And it's gonna hold it from shifting from top. Then we have our headband. We're gonna see how good this headband is, 'cause God dang. Alright, this one we always want to do in the nape of the neck, because we need to make sure that your ears are being covered. So I'm doing it in the nape of the neck here, right? So the ears are covered, and I can fold her headband back. So it's covering her ears, but we're able to access her face. Whenever I see girls doing TDLR, sometimes we forget, and the headbands are like this. That's not how we put headbands on clients, right? But that's okay. It's just because we're so focused on the service that we kind of forget how this needs to be addressed, because they're not real humans, right? So we're gonna pull that down. We're gonna pull the top back. At the end of every service, you always wanna make sure that the bottom of the ears are covered. So before you step back and put your hand up, you always wanna look over and make sure those ears are being covered, okay? Alright, so we're going to take our cotton round. We're gonna take our makeup remover. We're gonna wet it. Put it on her eye. Next cotton round, wet a makeup remover, put it on her eye. Makeup remover, put it on her lips, okay? So, I'm done with that, I'm gonna throw it away. If you guys happen to put that down and the lid is open, you'll get points off for not being sanitary, because that's a container that's left open. So throw as you go, always use it, close it, toss it. So that way your workstation doesn't get messy and then you're throwing stuff away by the end of it, okay? So, we're always gonna do the eyes first and then the lips. That's always the order. And if you notice when I was doing Darlene's chemical, where's she at? I was doing, there you go. I was going eyebrows down, down on the eyelids, under the eye, and up, okay? So, down the eyebrow, down the eyelid, underneath the eye, up on the lashes. You're gonna do that 3 to 4 times. Down on the eyebrow, down on the eyelid, underneath the eye, up. That was one eye. Down on the eyebrow, down on the eyelid, underneath the eye, up on the lashes. Down on the eyebrow, down on the lashes, underneath the eye, up on the lashes. So down on the eyebrow, down on the lid, underneath the eye lashes, and then up on the lashes. Okay, done with that. Now mouth, who remembers? Is it center to corner or corner to center? Corner to center. What are we doing with that lip?
Holding it taut.
Holding it taut. So corner to center, corner to center, corner to center. Other side, hold taut, corner to center, corner to center, corner to center. You see how I'm holding the cotton round too? Just like how we do. I'm not gonna take dirty makeup from here and then do it on the same on the other side. Throw it away. Getting glasses, fall them up. Let me fold them. Okay. Right? Yeah, that's online. So now we have our cleanser. If you have it in one of these containers, if you have one of these containers, you're gonna open it. You're gonna get your popsicle stick. You're gonna dispense it on the back of your hand. Throw it away. Close your jar. We're done. Throw it away. And now you're gonna get your cleanser. And they always wanna see you distribute your product on the face. So you're gonna go down, right? And then you're just gonna go into your cleansing. So when you're doing your cleansing, you wanna do this for about 3 to 4 minutes, okay? You wanna see that you're butterflying, scissoring the mouth, butterflying the nose, okay? Just like you're doing a facial. You need a count in your head. Put your head down. That's fine. Remember, our hands are never gonna break contact with their face, right? So we finish. Alright, so you get the gist, right? We go through those motions. We're always gonna end at the temples. And you're gonna hold for 3, and then you're gonna release. So if you need to count in your head, 1, 2, 3, and then release, okay? You already do that in your facials, or should be doing that, because not every client's the same. Some of our clients fall asleep, or they always have their eyes closed, and if you've ever worked on one of your classmates, sometimes you get startled, right? If they go to touch you again, or their hands are wet, you're like, oh my God, you scared me, right? So it kind of lets us know that once it gets to that point, we feel that pressure, we know that they're ending a module, and they're gonna start the next module. So you're already feeling, or getting prepared for that next thing without them really having to say anything, you know? You can get a napkin, you can clean your hands off with the rest of the cleanser, okay? Sanitize again. And now we're gonna remove it. Okay, so we have our SD wipe, we have our water. my trash, I'm putting them over here because they're clean. Okay. I'm gonna sanitize again. Disinfect my station. Wipe it down. Throw it away, sanitize again. Your hands are gonna be so clean when you leave that place. Now I'm checking both sides, making sure that these ears are covered. Okay, everything's good. Step back, raise my hand. That was just the cleansing. Okay. Does anybody know what the next one is? So remember, the steaming. So now we're gonna go into the steaming. Okay, they're saying now you can leave it. Go ahead.
When you step back and put your hand up, what, you're waiting for them to come to you, or do
When you
get
put
in
your
the-
hand up and you look at them, they'll kind of give you a gesture, like,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead. Like, you're good, you put your hand up.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Good question. Any other questions on that one?
And then you just stand there and wait for them, wait for everybody to finish.
Until they start the next module. Yes, ma'am.
So are they gonna do each round like with the time allotted or when everybody's done?
So they do each, one with the time, so for cleansing, I need to double check if it was 14 to 10. Usually I have it up, but I didn't wanna waste time searching it and us not get to it to be up the class. They'll tell you when you're at, let's say this was 14 minutes. 14 minutes, they'll tell you, you have 14 minutes in this module. When you get to 7 minutes, I'll let you know. And then they'll just let you know, and then when the time finishes, the time finishes, and then you have to stop, and, or if everybody finishes before then they don't wait till the timer runs out. Just the last person, just the last person who finishes, then they'll continue on to the next section. But with all the time that it allows, what the test is like an hour 45 or something like that, maybe, if it were to be, yeah. Yes. Any more questions? No? If you think of it, it's okay, just ask me. So now we're gonna go on to the next service, this is gonna be the steaming service. And I say you may begin. You're gonna sanitize your hands. Sanitize your station.
You don't have to sanitize under the mannequin at all, like that, it's just where you're placing the product or the.
Because that's your client.
Hey ma'am, I need you to get up real quick.
Right.
I can sanitize.
Exactly, exactly.
I need to pass this to.
So I sanitize my hands, sanitization, sanitize my hands, now I'm gonna go into my box. I'm gonna go into my box, open it, take out my bag, close my box, close both sides. If you have one of the push lids, you still need to make sure you're pushing that lid down, okay? You're gonna open your bag. You're gonna take your towel out. This needs to be wet the night before, the morning of, but it has to be wet when you go, okay? You're gonna wring it out. They need to see water falling out of it, okay? You need to simulate that it's hot. So if you gotta be extra like, it's hot. This is hot, okay? Yeah. So you shake it, right? And then you're gonna test it on your wrist. You're gonna fold it down a third of the way. You're gonna place it on their face. You're gonna take your, what is this, your index finger? You're gonna put your finger here, so it's gonna help you fold this in. You're gonna do the same thing on this side, fold it in, and now look. Instead of you doing with the little microfiber. So now that it's on their face, you're gonna apply pressure. Just like we do when we're in the spa. 1, 2, 3. Don't rush. don't wanna feel like you're waterboarding them. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. Does anybody know what we do after this? What are we gonna do? Manuela says we're gonna wipe. Anybody else?
Take it off, put it.
A lot of people get this part, only cause we're so used to it in our facials, and that's okay, cause that's the right thing to do when we're in the spa. But for TD alarm, easier for you. Take it off, throw it away, and you're done.
So no wiping.
Nope.
No, but you use points or less points for that.
Sanitize your hands. Your station. That's probably the
And you come in
easiest
with it wet, or like,
part.
I think I missed that. Okay.
Do it the next
Station.
one.
Sanitize again. Check the headband. Make sure the ears are good. We're good. Step back. Raise your hand. Okay. Alright, any questions on that one? No, that one's super easy, right? This next one isn't. This next one is the one that you're probably going to, but give yourself a headache about, but I promise you, you're gonna get it. Only because the verbiage, you're gonna be learning effleurage, petrifage, focus. You're also going to have to memorize the way that your hands are gonna work on their face, okay? So you'll see right now what I mean. So they'll say, start your next module, and you're gonna go in, this, this one I said. And you're gonna have your face massage. So we went in, we sanitized everything, right? Went into our box. Not a Nando recorded me. We have our face cream. We have our girl. We get them on pores, girl. Not with the glasses today. Alright, so we have it all out, right?
I just can't get this.
That's okay. Turn a little bit towards you. Okay. Have our container. You're gonna open it. Some people are gonna have their flip top, that's okay. Open your flip top, dispense it. In your hand, close your flip top, throw it away. So here, I have my jar. I'm gonna get my stick. I'm gonna put it in the back of my hand. I'm gonna throw my stick away. I'm gonna close my jar. I'm gonna throw that away. And then I'm gonna get that ready in my hands. What's the first thing we're gonna do? Distribute. But that's the next thing. So we're gonna distribute. Okay. I will hold this up for you guys so that way you can see. So, we're always gonna start with effleurage. And effleurage, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go, what is this? Tell me, clockwise, counterclockwise, I'm working.
Counter.
Counter, we're gonna go counterclockwise. I mean, you can go clockwise too, that's fine, this is just the way I start. So I'm gonna go effleurage, right? One hand still always touching. It's almost like you're really softly petting the face. You're gonna go around 3 to 4 times. This module is 17 minutes long. It's very long. But I do not want you guys counting. You're gonna mess yourself up. You're already gonna be too focused on the technique. This is why I'm able to talk to you right now and still do this massage and know that I'm doing it the right amount of times. One, I'm not rushing. I know that I've already gone around the face once and I'm working on my second time around. What's gonna help you keep track is exactly this, is that you're not dancing all over the face. You're going in a clockwise or counterclockwise. Now I've already gone twice. So I have 3 to 4 times that I'm doing this. And you see, like, I'm going over the cheek area, but I'm kind of going over 3 or 4 times also. And then I'm slowly working my way up. you don't wanna rush, because when you have a client, you're not, right, beating their face like that, you're going soft. So that's how many times already?
Three.
Three.
Are they gonna be checking like, the length of your nails?
They don't want you to have nails, but now obviously if you have color, it's gonna attract attention to them. And so, yeah, it just depends how long they are, but I mean, if it's something where you have clean nails, if you have clean nails and they're like a decent, like, let me see your nails. What do you mean, like how your nails are now? If you were to go with your nails right now, as they are, you would get rinsing out. So that was already 4, okay? Look, I still haven't taken my hands off of her face yet. I just finished effleurage. What am I gonna go next? Petrissage. And what's gonna help you think of petrissage is pinch. Petrissage. And what you're gonna do is basically like little kneading through your fingers. You're gonna start at the chin. You're gonna go 1, then corner the lips, 2, then the corner of the nostrils, 3. The reason we're able to petrissage is because you're pinching the fatty tissue, okay? That's why you're able to do it here, here, and here. Now when we get to the forehead, the eyebrows, you can do it. And the forehead, we're gonna do something called friction. That's a different form of petrissage, but with your fingers, because obviously the forehead doesn't have fat in it. So you're going to move your fingers back and forth, and you're gonna do 3 lines, okay? 1, 2, 3. Then you're gonna work your way back down, and see, my hands never left her face.
You get points taken off if you break contact.
Yes. Yeah. 2, 3. Eyebrows. Friction. Do you see how it's very uniform? You're working your way from your chin all the way up to your forehead. And then you're just repeating the same thing. So that's already, this is my, how many times have I done it?
2.
Twice. Going back down. So your chin, corners of your mouth, corners of your nostrils, your eyebrows, friction. That was my 3rd time, this is already my 4th time. Nostrils, your eyebrows, and then your friction. That way you're not sitting there counting all the way to 17 minutes, you're not sitting there singing a song in your head that's 3 minutes long for this part of the facial and another 3 minutes for the next part of the facial, because you're just gonna confuse yourself. So now we just finished with the petrissage. So now what's the next one? Development. Super easy. Light tapping all over the face. Right? That's our 1. 2. I'm already getting up to 2. 2. But do you see how going clockwise, counterclockwise helps you to keep track with each step? And then you're always gonna end in effleurage. towel. Now, my question when I was this was, what if I drop that paper towel? You drop that paper towel, however much it rolled out, you're gonna take that and the outer layer, rip it off, throw it away, sanitize your hands, and that paper towel's still good.
Do you have to label it?
No. Alright, so I just sanitized my hands. Now we're gonna go in with the water. And we gotta clean off the face with all the massage. Right? Don't need this SC wipe, throw it away. When you guys practice it, if you have an extra SC wipe, still throw it away, don't put it to the side. I'm only doing it because I already done my test, y'all did. Sanitize my station, sanitize my hands. I'm gonna check her ears, see how her headband moved. We're gonna put it back over. Adjust her draping. Good, okay. Step back, put your hand up.
That was 11 minutes.
See? Out of 17 minutes.
You have to get the 17 minutes?
You don't have to, but
I'm just gonna be standing there.
you know that 17 minutes, it takes about, depending how long you take. If you're finishing it before 7 or 9 minutes, then you need to practice that, for sure. That's why the massage is very uniform. I see a lot of people when we take our mini board, they forget, which is fine, the first one. And they'll go in and they'll start cleansing the face. And they're cleansing it with the massage, and I'm like, oh, we're not cleansing, we're massaging. Or I'll see people go in, which technically isn't wrong because in phase 1, you guys learned the massage one,
That's what I was
and people are doing the points, and they're like that, right? And then they're like that, and then they're like that, and I'm like, it's not wrong, but for TDLR, we're teaching effleurage, petrissage, the book. I don't need none of the other stuff. All the butterflies and the scissors and all that, save that for the cleansing.
Miss Martha.
Yeah, save that, no. Save that for the cleansing, okay? So, any questions for the massage?
But you said that they let us know like how much minutes are.
And they start you off with the minutes, you say you have 17 minutes in this module. Then they'll say, I will let you know when you have 7 minutes left. And then they'll go from there, and when the time's up, the time's up. But if everybody finishes before the time's up, then they don't wait for the counter to go down. How do you feel about the massage part, what I showed you? Do you feel like that's doable to practice? Does it help going counterclockwise, not counterclockwise?
I was trying to see that, I mean, so,
I know it's easier said than done, and then you guys just have to muscle memory when you do it. So it's always gonna be your effleurage, and that's something you guys can practice when you're doing in your facials. Do your effleurage, and on your P3s, once you get to the 4s, I mean even I think the 3Bs, I need to check your P3s, you guys have state board on your P3s.
Yeah.
So you guys are able to do those and record them, and then show them to me. And they do not need to be perfect. If you make a mistake in your P3, even better, because then when you're showing it to me, you're breaking it down and you're talking it through with me, and you're saying, hey, I know I messed up on this part right here, and it's like, good, you know you messed up, like you caught it, you know what I mean? You know what you're supposed to be doing. That makes sense.
It's 8:32.
8:32. Oh, gotcha.
How do you guys feel so far? Am I going too fast? Do I need to go slower? Do I need to talk less? Girl, don't be throwing words like that at me, girl. I'm fooling myself. Alright. Now we sanitize our hands, sanitize our station, sanitize our hands again. I'm gonna open my box. I'm gonna close my box. And everybody remember, yes, I'm doing this for 3A because they're new and they haven't seen it, but 4A has their tests coming up on the 19th, so you need to know this also. I have a microfiber wet towel. I have my moisturizer. I have my toner. I have my mask. I have my stick and I have my brush. If you guys have a toner bottle that has a cap, if you take that cap off and you put it down and you tone, and you put it down and your cap's over here and your toner bottle's over here, they'll count points off. So I recommend how my bottle is, and you go in and you save your cap, leave it at home, so that way you can use it later, right, because these are still good. And just go in with this, because if you go in with this, they can't take points off for what's not there. This is just how it is, okay? So we're ready. I'm gonna take these cotton rounds. I'm gonna wet them with water. I'm gonna place them over the eye. The reason I'm wetting these cotton rounds with water, does anybody know?
Cover the eyes.
Over the eyes.
And to leave a barrier for the mask, so you can see it.
This is, yes. This is gonna help for when I apply my mask, that I'm making those perfect circles with the mask, because they will check to see if you're getting it on the eyebrows, and of course, you don't wanna get it in the eyes. You'll know once you start practicing on your mannequin exactly what I mean. Because doing on your mannequin is not the same as doing on a real person. I'm gonna get my mask, which your mask has to be colored, okay? We take a clay mask and we mix it with moisturizer. It helps it spread evenly. We're gonna apply it back to my hand. I'm gonna throw this away. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna throw this away. I'm gonna get my fan brush. You're able to wet your fan brush, so that way you can spread your mask, because your mask needs to be spread evenly on the face. They're gonna check to see that your mask is being distributed evenly.
So the mask, there's no technique on how we
How you apply it?
apply it, I guess, order or.
Yeah, it's gonna be more on, how evenly distributed the mask is. And then, it's gonna look on the points that it's going over. Okay.
Wow.
Lacey, girl, let me tell you, this ain't easy. The first time I did it, when I had TDLR, I got a clear one, and it had those little scrubs in it, and it was so hard to take off. When I tell you that it needs to be clay, it needs to be colored, and by colored, I see some of the girls, y'all have like this pinkish one. You'll notice that when you put it on your mannequin, it kind of blends in. They're not gonna want that one. Look, are you ready? Do you have that one?
I have one that's like,
Maybe add a little, we can add something to it to change the color of it to help
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and something that won't stain the mask.
oh, like.
So, I haven't thrown this away yet. I have it in my hand for a reason. Obviously, once I throw it away, I'm done for. It doesn't matter if you have an extra fan brush in here, you cannot take it out. I'm holding it in my hand. I'm gonna remove the cotton rounds. And I'm gonna look, make sure everything's good and even, and look. That's why I put the cotton rounds. Because if I were to use the fan brush and put this over, I see girls do this. Look, I already got mask on her eye. Do you see how cleaner that is from that? Okay. So we're done with that. I'm done. I'm gonna throw my brush away. I'm gonna take a napkin. I'm gonna wipe off the mask from the back of my hand. Okay. Throw that away. I'm gonna sanitize. Now, for this module, you can have 6 to 8 SD wipes, or you can have a wet microfiber towel, and you can have 2 SD wipes. I like this way better, and the girls who've already taken their TDLR test will tell you that they like this way better too. Because you're here trying to take off a mask, 6 to 8 SD wipes, and sometimes you're gonna run out of SD wipes, and then you're SOL, okay? So I have my bag, and I took it out. I'm bringing that out. And now I have and watch. Turn it inside out, and this part's still clean, right? And I'm done with that. Look how much of it had already cleaned up. And then I have my 2 SD wipes on the side, which I usually have in my bag, but my wonderful assistant helped me pack it, so that's not her fault. She didn't know. She packed the right thing, but it was me. So I have my 2 SD wipes in this bag, and these are gonna be my cleanup SD wipes. There's a nostril, right under the lip. We're good, right? And then why do we have an extra headband in this bag?
Just in case you like stain it? Or like the
We're gonna
product
get
stain?
mask, you're gonna get mask on it, look. I got mask on my headband. So you put an extra headband because at the end of your service, you're gonna put a new headband. And some people also, I know I took an extra towel just in case, cause sometimes you get the mask on the towel. You can't can't have a dirty towel. So if you're able to tuck it in where they don't see it and continue, great. If not, I'd put an extra towel in that bag too. Now we're gonna tone. Toss. Moisturize. Close, toss. Distribute. Done with that. Clean the moisturizer off your hands. Sanitize again. Disinfect. Clean. Toss. Disinfect again. Here's your cover, we're good. Step back, raise your hand. That one's also a long one. Okay, any questions on that one? No? No? Good? Okay. Alright, so the next one's gonna be our eyebrow wax. Only one eyebrow, not two, not top and bottom, just one eyebrow. Do it on the bottom, you can do it on top, that's fine. I do it on the bottom. We're gonna open our box. Oh, look, what are we messing up on? So I'm busy talking. Sanitize, disinfect. Disinfect again. Alright, we have our antiseptic. We graduated. We have our wax, which we use aloe for. We have our gloves. We have our spoolie. Our waxing strips. I'm just gonna take the one that I need out so the other ones don't get dirty. Your astringent. And then your waxing stick. Okay? Very first thing we do, put our gloves on.
And y'all better have fireworks for me.
Y'all better have the nice swords like this.
Right?
That walk in.
And accidentally let it fall on you, yeah.
Alright, so we have our gloves on.
You would
These
like
are our
it.
second pairs of hands, right? Sanitize.
We don't need to sanitize before we
Wait.
put them on?
I sanitized my hands already.
Is there such thing as over sanitizing?
Never.
Okay, so I mean,
When in doubt,
even if you don't have
sanitize.
to, you do it. Okay, you're not gonna get
Exactly. When in doubt,
I'll be
sanitize.
like,
Yeah, exactly.
Right, everything you do.
Something I'm missing in here is just my cotton rounds, so I'm just gonna use these for my cotton rounds. It happens.
We're not ready.
It's okay. Yeah, I was not ready.
points on.
So, what's gonna go first? Antiseptic or astringent?
That's
No, astringent.
Antiseptic.
Anti.
N before S in the alphabet. N before S. Oh, make sure I was pointing the right one up. N before S. Antiseptic, you had the right first time, second guess yourself.
No, I got the letters mixed up.
Antiseptic before astringent.
I'm dyslexic.
So we're gonna use our antiseptic first.
And you said one eyebrow, right?
One eyebrow.
Don't go above and beyond.
Close it,
I'm trying to show
One and two.
throw it, clean it. Right, throw it. I have to get another one because you need to dry it, okay? You're gonna dry it. Throw it. Now, we're gonna get our wax. Excuse me. Gonna get our wax out. We're gonna close it. We're gonna toss it, okay? Brush. You're gonna go 90, 45, flat. Flick, okay? I'll hold it up. Always hold taut. Hold taut. Let me see my belly button when I do this. Hold it taut. It's gonna be 90, 45, flat, flick up, right? Toss. Grab your paper. Put it on. We always pull what? Opposite direction. Hold taut. You're gonna pull. You're gonna apply pressure. You're gonna hold. You're good. You're gonna throw. I'm gonna grab for my extra side. Cause I don't have my third one. This needs to be closed. So let's pretend I had that here the whole time. I'm gonna get my.
If you pull from your extras bag, do you get plastic out?
No. But I should have sanitized before I went in there. Your astringent, close, toss, clean.
And does it matter if it's like,
Throw it away.
like it needs to be below or above where the eyebrow would be, or just on the
You
eyebrow
see,
area?
you can see the little like bumper, the arch there. It's literally, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. You see, oh, she's naked. You see the eyebrow? Can you see from there? Can you see the eyebrow?
Yeah.
And then you kind of see where the lid starts. Can you see it? Or not really? So there's like a space, yeah. There's like a space right here that's flat. That when you have in front of you, you can see. And that's where you're gonna be putting your wax. Okay? So after I did the astringent, I'm done waxing her eyebrow. I'm gonna go in and look at her. I'm gonna simulate like I'm brushing the hairs again. Done. Toss it. So that's okay. When I first use the brush and then I put it down, that's her brush. That's still sanitary. You don't need to throw it away and use a new brush. She's good. Her ears are covered. Oh, look.
Ooh.
I'm about to use it for my second pair of hands. Which wasn't wrong. I can still sanitize them, but I don't need them no more. Sanitize my hands. Sanitize my station. Clean. Toss. Sanitize. Home girl's good. Step back. Raise my hand. Yes, ma'am.
So the bag with the extras, like let's say that stick that you used to get the wax, let's say it fell, right? I can
Yes.
go in, okay.
Wait, let's say it fell, this bag.
No, not that. The first stick that we had in our bag for us to get the
Yes,
wax.
let's say I dropped that stick.
Yes.
Or I could just pick it up, throw it away, sanitize my hands, and I can go in here and grab another stick.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And if that bag fell?
Girl, don't push it.
Girl, you embarrassed. Get out.
Girl,
Just
don't
walk
push it.
out.
If my head fell?
Alright? Oh, everybody asked that. If your head falls, you have to literally be like that with it. Like extra. There's no way in hell that head should be falling.
Well, knowing
for
Jessica's
anything.
I want to go in with Jess so I can see.
Jess's head is gonna fall. She's
Fuck
gonna
off,
sorry,
bro.
she was asleep.
She had a muscle spasm.
Alright. So now that was
It
that
would
one,
happen.
the waxing. So our last one's gonna be the blood exposure. Okay? Sanitize. Waxing for how long?
She was literally like,
Oh, nobody knows?
what?
For how long how long it took me to do that? Sanitize. Disinfect.
Wait, you mean how long they give you?
No, how long did
I
it
would
take
have
me
to
for
wash
me
my
to
hands
do
for
it?
like
Like
a
I
week
told you
after
last
that.
time? I
Or
thought
like
somebody
30
said.
minutes, if anything.
I think that was longer than 3 minutes.
No.
Let's see. Sanitize my hands. Open this. Get my bag out. Close my box. Blood exposure incident. We have our blood exposure. We have our trash bags. We have our gloves. We have our Band-Aid, our alcohol wipe, and our cotton round. Toss. First, I'm gonna get these bags ready. What bag goes into what bag?
The
blood exposure.
Yes, all blood exposure. What I like to do is I'll take this, and while I'm working on, I'll fold it, because when I fold it, it stays open for me. So I'm not struggling with one hand to put stuff in here.
We love a smart queen.
More smart, not harder. So I'm gonna go put my gloves on.
I would not be able to get gloves on at this point. My hands would be so stiff from the sanitizer. I could like stick something to that.
Alright. Have them on. Sanitize. First thing we're gonna do, she has a cut, so we're going to apply pressure. Weird. On her forehead.
You hit her, so she's bleeding
And
on
does
the
it matter
forehead.
where she has the cut or just?
We've always done it on the forehead. I see other people trying to do it other places. I would just stick to the forehead.
Yeah, I think that's
So forehead, so I'm holding pressure. I'm gonna do it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Am I gonna throw this in the trash or the blood exposure?
Blood exposure.
Always blood exposure. Oh my god,
Do you
my
sanitize again? Or no?
This is where I wouldn't, you guys, if I were you guys, so yes, when I would watch my videos, they wouldn't do it. I don't know why, but they wouldn't, but I'd ask the same question. I would always ask the same question when I was in school. So yes, let's just say for argument's sake, let's sanitize, because we just held pressure. You're gonna see a video on Elevate, and that video on Elevate is going to, is it Miss O's? No, there's two. There's Miss O's on YouTube and there's one on Elevate. I don't remember the blood exposure on Elevate, but she half the time doesn't sanitize anything. The girls will show you. I like to show you all that video to show you
Is that
all
the one we saw?
what you don't do. So you guys are gonna point out everything. So I sanitize.
When did she post it?
So I put the cotton round, apply pressure, threw it in the blood
So everybody
exposure,
else can-
sanitize, we open the alcohol pad, we're gonna clean. what'd I do?
What did they let us with?
I was talking.
So that goes into
That's points
the,
taken off. Everything
Oh.
goes in the blood exposure. So she sanitized everything, the wrappers, everything. Throw away. Everybody always forgets this part, the gloves. Pinky, ball it up. Pinky always needs to be inside out. Zip it up. Take your trash bag. It's zipped up. Second one zipped up. Gloves, all the trash is in there. We're good. Toss it. Sanitize. Sanitize. Disinfect. Sanitize. Your ears are good. Okay, step back. Raise your hand. Any questions for that?
Yeah, we have the deer in the headlight look.
So, now we're gonna clean up. This is the part we all forget. We gotta take everything, they're gonna tell you, okay, you're done. End of examination, congratulations, thanks for coming.
Are they testing you clean up? Oh, they're still testing.
This is the very last part, the same way they tested you for the exam and setup, this is your cleanup. So now, they're gonna say, alright, we can clean up. You're gonna take your mannequin, place her inside the trash. Because my hands were in the trash, we're gonna sanitize. Yes.
So right now that we started that last step, we didn't have to sanitize our hands to grab her, to throw her. Okay. To throw her.
Yeah, just to throw her, literally,
It's a
because that's
person.
what we're gonna do.
thanks for
I
coming.
threw her in there, now I sanitized. Extras, don't need it. Water, don't need it. These are the last three things that you need. I'm gonna grab my paper towels from here. Take this, throw it in there, I'm gonna toss it because these are here, I'm gonna put it here, so you throw it in there. I just grabbed what I needed. I'm grabbing my sanitizer. I'm grabbing my disinfectant. Disinfectant, sanitizer, towels. Sanitizing my station. Sanitizing the front, you're gonna have a door, they want you to sanitize the inside, just like if you were leaving the station somewhere, or the day you're gonna clean everything, okay? Done with this,
Oh, you have to like open the door up?
toss it. Open the door, clean inside the door and everything. Throw that away.
Do we leave the door open or we close them?
You can close it.
Okay.
I'm done sanitizing my hands. Now everything's sanitized. My hands are done, station sanitized. Throw all my stuff away. Everything's good. Step back and you raise your hand. So do you see how it's
Ten.
quick? Grab it, throw it away, throw your water, your extras away. Only thing you're gonna be left with are your paper towels, your sanitizer, and your barbicide. You wanna see it again, or are you guys good?
Well, that was an exciting
Okay.
part. That was the exciting part.
Right.
When I hear that, like the aftermath, I'm like, oh.
It's literally, but sometimes we get flustered, we're like, like when you're holding it. So grab your paper towels first that you need, throw it away. Now you're only left with your sanitizer and your barbicide. So you have your paper towels, you have your sanitizer here, spray, throw it away. Now you're only left with your paper towels and your sanitizer. Wipe everything down. Throw it away. Everything sanitized except for your hands now. Sanitize your hands, throw it away. Step back, raise your hand. Then they're gonna tell you, okay, you can grab everything. That concludes the end of your exam. Nobody talk to each other when you get the results. You cannot ask me. If you feel like there's something wrong with your results or there's a glitch in the system, we'll contact you. You can contact PSI in 24, 48 hours. And we'll go over the PSI one day, but if you are getting dropped off, whoever's dropping off cannot stay in the parking lot.
Wow.
Cannot stay in the parking
How
lot.
would
Can't
they
come into
know?
the building. I don't know how they know, but if they made up that rule, that's because
I would
they
not
know.
risk it. Like if it's like if they're
There's
saying
a
to,
there's
then
a
don't.
McDonald's across the street. There's a McDonald's across the street.
How long does it take to get your result?
They give it to you right there. They give you the paper right there.
Oh shit.
So you can walk out crying or you can walk out happy.
Whenever you finish your written,
I feel sick.
they'll say